Dealerships never want to give you what your trade is worth. I'm going to teach you how to maximize your trade-in value. If you don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car business most of my adult life, done sales and finance, now I negotiate car deals. Enough about me, let's talk about trade-in. Figuring out your trade-in value can sometimes be the hardest part of a car deal. So many questions and so many different opinions. Depending on where you look on TikTok, some people are saying that you should tell your trade at the very end. Some people are saying you should say it at the beginning. Some people are saying you shouldn't sell it at all and you should sell it private party. And some people say you should only go to Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know from somebody with 10 years of experience in the industry. First off, I want to explain the why, and then I want to explain exactly how I do it to save thousands for my clients. So first off, why is there such a difference depending on who you talk to? There are some people that are in the industry for 20 years that say that you should tell them about the car the second you start the car deal. There's other people that have been in the industry for 20 years that say that you should wait till the very end and not mention you have a trade at all. Why is there such a different opinion? And it actually all comes down to negotiation prowess. Dealerships can do so many things to manipulate numbers to make you feel good. And when I talk about negotiating being a game of chess, only one side knows how to play. Emotions play a big part in negotiating. Let me show you an example. Let's say that you're buying a car and the MSRP is $40,000. You have a trade and it's worth $5,000. You think it's worth $5,000. I think it's worth $5,000 as a dealership. Now, all of a sudden, I give you $4,000 on the first pencil on your trade. You're pretty mad. You want a discount on the car. You want a discount on the trade, or you want more on your trade. That makes sense. So then all of a sudden on my second pencil, I now come back and say, you know what? My manager really stepped up and he really wants your trade and he really wants to earn your business. So he's going to give you $6,000 for your trade. Now all of a sudden your attention is focused away from MSRP and it's now on your trade. And now I can direct it back to your numbers. And now you're ecstatic. You're getting $1,000 more than what your trade is worth, let alone that there's $4,000 of markup in that brand new vehicle that he just took a little piece of that and actually took it away from there. And that's what happens, is they can take money from here and take it from here in order to manipulate the numbers. That's why people say don't negotiate the trade, because it confuses the matter. But I'm gonna show you a simple fix that is gonna be way better than any other solution you've done before. If you guys know my tactics, I say negotiate online and over the phone. It's the easiest way to do it. And there are benefits of telling a dealership that you have a trade early, which is what I tell for all my clients. And the benefits are is that dealerships make more money when you trade. Buying cars at auction and buying cars off the street is extremely expensive for a dealership. It is much more efficient and cost effective to even overpay for a trade than it is to try to buy a car at auction. And now this is why dealerships are willing to do it. They're more willing to lose money on a deal with a trade than they are going to be lose money on a car without a trade. I'll use a really good example. I'm doing an Escalade deal right now, and on that Escalade deal, the dealership would not give me the deal I wanted unless I had a trade. Now they gave me a good offer on the trade. It was actually matching Carvana and CarMax. But at the same time, it was still one of those deals where they wouldn't do the deal without the trade because they know they can make money on this trade later. So it's kind of like future-proofing their business model, which is fine. Now, let me show you exactly what I do to save thousands. It's actually really simple. The first thing you do is throw away Kelley Blue Book. It's not worth it. Instant offer isn't great. People say instant offer is the standard. No, it's not. I'm sorry, guys. It's not giving you the best offers. If you want to do that and then have your phone blown up for 4 days with people offering you BS numbers, they're going to go in and they're going to change. By all means, go for it. But how I do this is actually go to Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom. And this is extremely important. You go to all three. You do not go to one, you don't go to two, you go to all three. Because I've done so many deals, I promise you it'll blow you away. One is always better than the most. I'll tell you CarMax is better 8 out of 10 times, and then the other two step up every once in a while and really throw it in. I don't care if you don't have a Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom near you, you're going to do this. Once you have that, guess what? You have a cash offer in here, and you have money in your hand that you can now go sell your car. You now have ammunition. So now you can go to the dealership. And I tell them early, I don't negotiate on the trade early, but I tell them, hey guys, I'm looking at negotiating this car. I have some trades that I'm willing to do. I have some offers from Carvana and CarMax, but I want to focus on the price of the car. And then I negotiate the price of the car. And the dealership knows I have a trade, and they know I have an aggressive deal on the trade. So Carvana, CarMax, a lot of dealerships won't even match, which is fair and fine. But they know I have the trade, and they know they have the option to try to buy it. And most of them will normally try to match that offer at the very least. The offers you're getting from Carvana and CarMax are going to be the best. Now, when I actually go and finish negotiating the car deal, I then give them my trade numbers and say, hey, this is my VIN. If you guys can, be competitive with this, I need at least this much money for it. If not, no big deal. So I'm telling them early that I have a trade. I'm not hiding that, but I'm not negotiating on that trade. So again, it gives them the feeling that there could be a trade. They know that they're going to have to be aggressive with the trade. And a lot of dealerships will tell me, you know what, Tommy, just sell it to CarMax. And then plenty of other ones will say, hey, I can do maybe $1,000 less than your offer. Now, the reason why that $1,000 less of the offer could be valuable is there's a thing called tax credit. How taxes work in 99% of states is, let's just say you're buying a $40,000 car and you're paying your trade is $20,000. You pay taxes on the difference. So you pay taxes on 20 grand. Now, let's say that you don't trade your car in, you're now paying taxes on 40 grand. So you have to take that into consideration, what we call that tax credit with your trade-in value, and you can just do the math, combine them together, and if it makes more sense than actually selling to CarMax, then you should just trade it to the dealership. If it's within a few $100, I normally just say sell it to the dealership. They're giving you a great deal on the car, and if you're maybe losing $200, it's just the hassle for me. But again, I understand some people are going to want to penny pinch over the $200, and by all means. I know this is a longer video, but I think it's really important to talk about trade-in values. It's one of the questions I get all the time, which is when to tell them, when not to tell them. Now, when we're negotiating online, that's the other question I get, which is, Tommy, they say they need to see my trade. Another reason why I just don't really talk about it, because when you negotiate online, that's normally an objection you hear all the time. Now, you can ask them for what we call a sight unseen appraisal and get that just like Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom. But by having Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom, we feel confident we have the best numbers in place in order to negotiate the car deal. And if a dealership starts playing tricks like, you need to come in the store for us to appraise a 2023 Toyota Tacoma that we all know looks great, guess what? You have other offers. You can go back and you can tell them, hey, guess what? I have other offers, guys. No big deal. If you don't want to give it to me, I'll just sell it to Carvana, CarMax, or Vroom. And dealerships want the inventory, so they'll at least try to earn your business. Again, it's always the best way to do it. Now, if you guys like content like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, I'm actually trying a new photo every single day for a client that bought a car. I think I closed like 6 deals yesterday, so I have a lot of pictures that are coming up with some phenomenal deals to share you guys. If you guys want more content like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you put a comment section below what you guys want me to see next. I pride myself in responding to basically every comment. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.